Australian all-rounder, and he'll take your questions.
So, how do you define today's game, like playing here and coming up with the score? What is your like?
Yeah, it was very cool playing in that stadium. Yeah, it was a very good wicket, as you saw with Finn, and yeah, a great experience to be out there. Really enjoyed the kind of baseball field setup of it, and thought it was a pretty good spectacle for all the fans.
Was there any plan for Finn initially during the game, because he completely dominated the game? Did you guys come up with some plans, and how did he nullify all the plans?
Yeah, we had lots of different plans, and none of them worked. Yeah, he was on a heater, and everything we tried, he seemed to smack for six. So yeah, playing against world-class players, yeah, bound to have days like that, and yeah, we were just on the back of it today.
Jack Archon from Crickbuzz on air. From touchdowns and home runs to sixers and fours today at Oakland Coliseum. It's a historic day for cricket in the Bay Area. How do you find it different playing with the Sixers as compared to Washington Freedom? Just in terms of any different approaches from batting or strategy wise. And the second question is, Washington Freedom were at a point, were 100 in less than 7 overs, close to 100 in less than 7 overs, and then the fall of like 8 wickets in less than 35-40 runs. So how do you explain that?
Yeah, to your first question, yeah, it was a very cool day. I thought we had an amazing crowd and atmosphere out there, and yeah, there was certainly a lot of home runs being hit. Yeah, I think them scoring 270 probably just dictated the way we had to play, and we had to keep going throughout. And yeah, it can end up looking like that when you have to play that way. But sorry, what was your second question?
Second question was the it seemed like that the game was trying to get in over like in 10 overs, where Washington was doing very well with 104 for 2 and then 118 for 8.
Yep.
Was there everybody was given just to go after the game or go after the ball?
Yeah, I think we still needed probably 14, 15 and over, and yeah, it was looking good until we had a little mix up there with that run out of Mitch, and yeah, it's probably where it began. But yeah, still good positives to take away. But I think when you've got to chase down 270, you just got to keep going.
Smith.
Hi. So I have 2 questions. This is Smith Patel from Crickbuzz. So the first question is that you have many players in your team. Andres comes to mind, that played in New York on this wicket. But what happened during World Cup was that it was a bowler's paradise basically, and over here it turned out to be complete opposite, like within 12 months time. So did you guys have a discussion on it, or how the wicket is going to play out? Were you guys completely bamboozled on how it turned out to be? And my second question is that, are you sort of happy with the ground dimensions since it's a baseball ground? What do you make of the ground, actual dimensions of the ground?
Yeah, I think the wicket was very good. Coming to the game, it was just about trying to adapt to what we see and how we feel the wicket was playing, and we realised pretty early on that it was playing really well, and the ball was coming on very nicely, particularly the full balls. And sorry, your second question again, just remind me.
Second question was that it's a baseball ground.
Yeah, dimensions.
Yeah.
It's something you just got to try to deal with. I think a lot of the sixes that were hit were sixes everywhere in the world, particularly from Finn Allen. So yeah, it's something the bowling group's got to figure out. I think they showed that there is a way to defend out there. So yeah, hopefully we learn a lot from playing here, first time playing here. So I'm sure there'll be some good learnings coming into the next game in a couple of days' time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jack Z from Crick Exec and 1709 Cricket. Following up on your last point, you are the defending champions, and you have a strong squad. And I mean, you yourself were striking at 300 today, right? What do you take from this game that's positive? How do you build on it and you know, attack the rest of the season as defending champions?
Yeah, it's a hard one. We got beaten pretty comprehensively, but yeah, I think with the bat we were on track, and the dream was alive at one point. But I think particularly the openers take a lot of confidence away, and besides Finn having an absolute day out, I think we actually controlled the rest of their batters reasonably well. So yeah, you just got to tip your cap when someone plays like that. And first game of cricket that's played here, we bowled on it first, so they've got a bit more information to work with bowling second, and they executed really well to what they saw work for us in the first innings.
I just follow up from his ground. So pitch is okay. What was okay for you, or there were some issues?
No, that was really good, very good.
How you plan to recruit now? Like, and take from this match for the next?
Well, I think the good thing is we got a game in 2 days' time, so yeah, I'm sure Ricky and the coaching staff will take some learnings away from it, and when we get the chance to play out there again with the conditions and the boundaries, yeah, I'm sure we'll learn a lot, and we'll be able to move on quickly to the next game.
Two more questions, please. Yeah. Nick,
Jack, Christian
and
Babcock.
then Nate.
Christian Babcock with the Mercury News. You mentioned kind of the novelty of playing in the stadium. What do you think, introducing more host sites, playing in, a stadium that's very important in this area can do, maybe for the growth of cricket in the U.S.?
Yeah, I just thought it was a great spectacle. If you came to the game tonight, I think you'd be pretty happy that you came along. And yeah, having a good wicket is a big part of that. They scored 270 runs, so that's always going to be pretty entertaining. And yeah, we were saying there was a lot more home runs than at a baseball game. So yeah, it was a great spectacle representing the MLC, and hopefully we get another big crowd in a couple of days' time.
Yeah, if I can just follow up, I'm curious, the Bay Area is kind of known for being a popular cricket area. Were you aware of that, and have you seen that play out at all since you've been here?
Oh, I think everywhere we've gone so far has been popular, and particularly the big names and that. But yeah, I was surprised that we had that kind of crowd tonight. It was awesome to play in front of, and hopefully a great start for what's going to be a great tournament.
Okay, Nate.
Considering the first innings that was put up against you guys won the toss and elected to bowl first. Do you think was due a consideration? Was that something you guys considered for batting second? And do you think that maybe tonight's game will inform a potentially different decision in the future?
I'm not in the leadership group who decides what we do, so I think most of the time coming to a new ground you bowl first because there's that uncertainty of how it will play out, and yeah, you've got to adapt really fast and on the run in that first 20 overs. But going into the next game, yeah, again I'm not the captain, so yeah, there's pros and cons to both sides, and they just outplayed us tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.